Hello, I'm Dr. James. Today, I want to talk about something crucial that's often misunderstood: sexual health. It's frequently like the tip of an iceberg. When something goes awry in this area, it often signals a more serious underlying issue. After 60, this signal becomes even more critical. It's not just about desire. It's a powerful, often overlooked biological indicator of your overall well-being. Have you noticed that after 60, many men begin to face challenges that once seemed distant? Problems like loss of firmness, decreased libido, erectile difficulties, and a lack of energy are often dismissed as normal signs of aging. But science tells a different story. According to the International Society for Sexual Medicine, over 70% of men over 60 experience some degree of erectile dysfunction. What's most concerning is that in the majority of these cases, the primary cause isn't psychological or hormonal, but vascular. Simply put, blood isn't getting where it needs to go. When circulation weakens, sexual function declines. But this is often just the most visible symptom of a much deeper problem. You can think of sexual function like a light bulb. If the energy supply is weak, it won't light up. In the male body, that energy is blood, and circulation is the conduit that brings life to every part of you. Recent studies, like one published in Urology Times, indicate that penile blood flow can actually serve as a powerful indicator of overall cardiovascular health. In other words, if blood isn't flowing well down there, it could be a warning sign that the arteries throughout your entire body are under threat. Few realize there are natural, simple, and incredibly effective strategies to reverse this situation without medications or invasive interventions. In this video, we're going to reveal a little-known, scientifically backed daily ritual of neuromuscular and vascular activation. This practice is capable of stimulating circulation, strengthening nerves, and safely improving sexual function. You will discover the primary block preventing normal blood circulation after 60, how to stimulate specific areas of the male body to restore local blood flow, and a practical recipe using natural ingredients that helps clear arteries and revitalize your energy in just days. There are no magic tricks here. Everything is rooted in physiology, clinical research, and practices that men worldwide are rediscovering. The best part is, anyone can start this at home without drugs or expensive equipment. Now, let's get to the core of it. Why does blood stop flowing? Male erection is, at its heart, a purely vascular process. It all begins when your brain sends a signal to the nerves in the pelvic region. This activates nitric oxide, a compound that dilates blood vessels, allowing blood to surge powerfully into the organ. But with age, this response weakens, and this typically happens for three main reasons: damaged endothelium, reduced nitric oxide production, and plaque buildup in the arteries. These processes don't happen overnight. It's years of small habits, poor nutrition, a sedentary lifestyle, and chronic stress that silently accumulate until the body cries out. But here's the good news. This can be reversed. With the right stimuli and adequate nutrition, your body can produce more nitric oxide, open up the channels through which blood should flow, and activate dormant nerve endings. The simplest way to start is with a daily ritual, taking just a few minutes, which you'll learn about right now. There's a physical stimulation technique that doctors and chiropractors in Europe and Japan have used for years to improve circulation, awaken tissues, and enhance nervous system response. What if there was a way to reverse some of this process without magic pills, without side effects? Simply by harnessing what your body already knows how to do, when guided in the right way. This is called tapotement. Tapotement is a form of rhythmic percussion performed with the hands, targeting strategic areas of the body. This technique activates deep receptors in the skin and muscles, stimulating a cascade of physiological effects. the release of nitric oxide in the pelvic and femoral blood vessels, improved local muscle tone, which facilitates tissue contraction and expansion, and increased temperature and blood flow exactly where it's most needed. In other words, the body awakens, nerves respond, and blood begins to circulate more easily again. A study conducted at the University of Essen, Germany, showed that manual percussion techniques, applied for just 2 minutes, were enough to increase blood flow by up to 30% in the stimulated area. And what's best, you don't need any devices or external assistance. You can perform everything yourself, at home, with complete privacy and safety. All you need to do is follow 3 steps, each targeting a key zone of the male body. Let's begin. Zone 1. The base of the abdomen. This is the area located directly below the navel, known as the hypogastric zone. Why start here? Because major blood vessels and nerves pass through this area before reaching the sexual organs. When you apply rhythmic and firm taps to this zone, you're effectively activating the system that controls blood supply to the lower body. What happens? Muscles warm up, vessels dilate, and nerves receive direct stimulation. This point acts as a command center. With proper stimulation, it prepares the entire vascular system for better function. How to apply? With your fingertips or the edge of your hand, perform short, firm movements, like gentle tapping, for approximately 40 seconds. Maintain normal breathing and a relaxed body. Zone 2. The inner thighs. Few people know this, but the femoral artery, one of the most vital in the body, passes precisely through this area. It serves as the main conduit for delivering blood to the male sexual organs. When performing tapotement on the thighs, especially on the inner side, you activate this artery, improve blood flow, and warm up the pathway through which blood reaches the base of the penis. Additionally, this zone contains nerve endings associated with arousal and sensitivity. How to apply? Sitting or standing, perform light taps with your fingertips, alternating hands, for 1 minute on each leg. The goal: to induce a gentle warmth in this area, without pain, without redness, just activation. This is exactly what happened to Mr. Renato, 67 years old. After several months spent battling sleepless nights, loss of firmness, and a constant feeling of disappointment, he began to apply this simple ritual every morning. At first, it seemed strange. Does this really work? He wondered, but decided to continue for at least a week. By the 3rd day, he already woke up differently. He felt a lightness in his body, his mood was stable, and something he hadn't experienced in a long time began to emerge. Spontaneous morning erections. It felt like something inside had started working again, he recounted. By the end of the first week, he also noticed an improvement in his self-esteem. He started looking his wife in the eyes with confidence again, and for the first time in months, they both rediscovered an intimate, warm, and genuine closeness. Remarkably, all of this was achieved without a single pill, solely through the correct daily stimulation in the right place. This refers to Zone 3, the base of the organ, which is the most strategic point. This is where blood flows in, tissues expand, and the erection itself occurs. With the correct touch in this area, you awaken the cavernous nerves, which are responsible for transmitting excitatory signals to the brain and regulating the strength of the erection. The stimulation in this zone should be respectful, consistent, and confident, without haste or aggression. To apply it, use your palm or fingers for light, repetitive movements lasting 30-40 seconds, always focusing on rhythm and regularity. You should feel a slight pulsation, which is a clear sign that your body is responding. When these 3 zones are stimulated in the correct sequence, a root restart effect occurs. Blood begins to circulate more easily, tissues awaken, and the system starts to function optimally once again. But how can we enhance this effect even further? The answer lies in a natural, lesser-known product that boosts nitric oxide production, helping blood vessels remain dilated for much longer. Just like any good engine, it's not enough to simply start it. You need quality fuel. This is where strategic nutrition comes into play. It might seem like an ordinary product, but beetroot is a natural powerhouse for vascular health. Rich in natural nitrates, it directly influences the production of nitric oxide, a gas that widens blood vessels and improves circulation. Why is this so crucial? Because nitric oxide allows blood to flow with greater pressure and volume, facilitating erections by increasing the filling of the cavernous bodies and helping tissues maintain firmness longer. A study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology showed a significant increase in peripheral blood flow, particularly in the extremities of the body, including the genital area, after consuming beetroot juice. Another study, conducted by Queen Mary University of London, demonstrated that men with mild to moderate erectile dysfunction experienced a notable improvement in erectile function after several weeks of daily beetroot juice consumption. So, how can you incorporate a simple, practical, daily recipe? You'll need 1 medium-sized raw beetroot, cut into pieces, 1 squeezed lemon, and 100 milliliters of water. Blend everything until smooth and drink it on an empty stomach, approximately 30 minutes before your stimulation ritual. The combined action of this drink and physical stimulation truly unlocks your circulatory system. You can drink this juice every day for a week and observe the signs. You'll wake up feeling more energetic, morning erections will return, and you'll experience greater firmness during intercourse. This simple juice acts like a deep clean for your arteries. It dissolves the excessive resistance that hinders free blood flow, preparing the groundwork for the Topotman action. With this complete ritual, nutrition plus physical stimulation, you directly address the root cause of vascular impotence without resorting to medications. Now, the rest is up to you. Begin today. Start right now. Perform the ritual, prepare the drink, and repeat this for just 3 days. Pay close attention to the signs. Your body will unmistakably show you when it's ready. If this video has helped you in any way, please share it immediately with someone else who also needs to reclaim their potency and confidence. Consider leaving the phrase, "Blood has returned," in the comments section. This simple act not only shows you care about your intimate health, but can also inspire other men to take action. Of course, every body is unique, yet science is consistently illuminating a clearer path forward. When you understand the underlying physiology, you can act with precision rather than blindly. And men who grasp this understanding are truly becoming game changers. If you found this content beneficial, please don't keep it to yourself. Share it right now with a friend, a brother, or anyone you deeply care about. Many men suffer in silence, believing it's too late, that their time is over. But now, you know there is a way out. A real solution exists. Sending this video could be the pivotal first step towards transformation in someone's life. So, please, make that simple choice. For you, it's just a click, but for another, it could genuinely change everything. For more direct, beneficial, and scientifically backed content, I encourage you to continue following our discussions. Here, we are committed to speaking the truth and offering genuine pathways for those who aspire to live with health, strength, and dignity. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, where we'll explore even more science, even more real solutions, and provide even more life for those who refuse to accept aging without pleasure. Thank you very much for your time and attention.